Okay, so we do this every single year. We allow AFL Evolution 2 to predict the grand final. Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome back to another video. Today, it is grand final day, and I thought, why not allow AFL Evolution predict the 2022 AFL grand final between Sydney and Geelong. So sit back, relax. It's the CPU taking on the CPU. Throughout the video, I'm going to give you guys some commentary. I'm going to give you guys my prediction for today, my Norm Smith, the margin, and more. I want you guys to comment down below your prediction. If you're seeing this after the grand final, comment down below what you guys thought of the AFL grand final. But this is the AFL Evolution 2 prediction. We'll get into the anthems. We'll get into the game.
For this grand final, what about the crowd? How happy are they?
Okay, so we've done this every single year, I think, since the Geelong Richmond Grand Final, so the last two Grand Finals. This is our third AFL Grand Final prediction video. Sit back, relax. It's the Swans and the Cats. It's Grand Final day. Like I said, throughout the video, I'll give you my prediction. I'll give you a little bit of a commentary feedback from this game. But this is what AFL Evolution is predicting. Here we go. So, to be fair, I feel like these are two of the best teams in the league. So, I mean, two of the best teams going at it on Grand Final day. It does not get any better than this. This is a game I definitely... It is a 50-50, I will say that. But have a look at this early on in this prediction. You see Lloyd charging out of the back line. What was he thinking? Gary Rowan picked it up, and Rowan kicks the first. So, AFL EVO predicting Gary Rowan to kick the first goal of the Grand Final. Now, this is going to be a real big battle of the midfields. I can't wait to see even the back line's going to be big. Just a coning man up on Lance Franklin. Is this Selwood's last game? There's so many outstanding arguments you can make for this game. As you see Dangerfield here influencing this game early on. Stengel can't take the mark, but Stengel does get the free kick. So, Stengel was the recruit of the year. He was All-Australian, and he's got his first on Grand Final day. And the Cats are away. So, two early goals in this prediction to Geelong. But look at this spin move. My goodness. Now, running back with the flight, you see Will Hayward, and he gets it. So, Will Hayward has a chance to kick Sydney's first of the Grand Final, and he does. So, Sydney on the board here in this prediction. They are away. And, man, they move the ball nice. You see here, up at the 50, Sydney. They go inside 50. One out in the goal square is Franklin. And Franklin marks. So Lance Franklin's on the board. I'm really excited to see how Lance Franklin goes today. He had a really good prelim against Collingwood. This could be the game that Franklin sets it on fire and turns back the clock. You just don't know. Sydney do go inside 50 here, and some good defense from Geelong, which almost results in a Sydney goal. But have a look at the tackling pressure from both teams, and Stewart with the big tackle. So I will be giving my prediction near the end of this video, and my Norm Smith medalist, as Garen Myers, he misses to the right-hand side. He actually had a really good first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, Geelong 2-1-13 to the Swans 2 straight 12. Parker and Warner being really good in the midfield. Patrick Dangerfield leading the way for the Cats. Tom Stewart on the back line, and Guthrie as well with 10. Rowan 1, Stengel 1, Franklin 1, Hayward 1. Second quarter coming up here at the MCG. Like I said, if you guys are seeing this just before the grand final, drop your comment of your Norm Smith. And even if you are seeing it after the grand final, let me know what you thought as Myers kicks a goal. Man, Myers is setting this game alight. You guys are going to see more of Myers. But you look at this ball movement from Sydney. Isaac Heaney, beautiful kick inside, and Franklin on the lead. Now, he is on to coning in this game, but Franklin's kicked too. So maybe this is a sign. Lance Franklin kicks his second of the game, and here come the Swans. 18 plays 19 in the middle of the ground. Next goal is vital of this grand final. Geelong go inside 50. One out is Jeremy Cameron, who's been pretty quiet early on in this grand final. Gary Rowan gets tackled, picks it up. Myers, he can't kick his second. Can he? He can. Maybe Myers is a sniff for the Norm Smith. He kicks his second. 25 plays 18. Both defenses here have been really good. Sam Reid, good little handball to Mills. Back to Reid. Sam Reid from outside 50. If you don't mind, Sam Reid with an injury cloud, he kicks the goal. And this is a fast-paced game here at the MCG. Inside 50, Jed Buse, that's a strong mark. But he does decide to switch the ball here. Not too sure what he is doing. And you see Geelong under pressure, which does result in Haywood snagging his second. Sydney get the lead back. They lead by 5 points. Will Haywood looking good. But like I said, this is going to be a really interesting grand final. Probably one of the most competitive grand finals in a while. I mean, we had the Western Bulldogs Melbourne one last year. As look at Zach Guthrie all alone in the goal square. He did go back and kick the goal. So, 25 minutes have gone here in this second quarter. A centering ball for the Swans, which does result here in a snap towards goal. Almost a snap towards goal. Geelong's defense was really good, but they finally get a snap. And Florent goals. So, on the verge of halftime, Sydney, they hold the lead, and they almost get another here, closing the end of the first half of this real action-packed first half grand final AFL EVO has predicted. And at the half, Sydney lead the Cats 6 straight 36 to 5-1-31. Guthrie is getting a lot of the ball. Patrick Dangerfield, he's been good. Joel Selwood, 15. Callum Mills, 21. Warner and Parker, 18 and 15 respectively. Gareth Myers, man, he's having a really good first half. Lance Franklin, 2. Haywood, 2. Florence kicked 1. Big second half of football coming up. Sydney lead the Cats by 5 points. You guys think this is actually, I mean, this could be the scores at halftime. Second half underway here in the grand final prediction. And Sydney are trying to strike first, but De Koning marks in the goal square. That was big. But Sydney definitely keep pushing here. And a chance towards goal for Tom Hickey. He gives Sydney the lead. So Sydney start this third quarter out. I mean, they are really on top of this game. They move the ball well. Heaney is all alone. Now, there is a pack now formed. Ball goes out the back. Isaac Heaney's there. Doesn't need it. McDonald, and he goes. Now, McDonald is out of the team. Now, I did make this before the teams were released, so Logan McDonald may not play. But, man, Sydney are well on top of Geelong at the moment. Papley could have put him ahead by more. So, like I said, it is all Sydney at the minute. Here is Warner loading up from outside. 50. He hits the post. 50 plays 31. So, my prediction for this grand final, as you see here, Geelong needs something. And finally, Hawkins comes to the game. Man, Hawkins and Cameron were really quiet in that first half. Now, Tom Hawkins does get on a little bit of a roll here, as you guys will see. As look at Sydney's ball movement, though. Isaac Heaney from outside 50, if you don't mind. And he answers with a goal. So, it's looking good for Sydney at the minute. But you can never, ever... you just can't count out Geelong, because when you've got big key forwards like this, Tom Hawkins again, that Tom Hawkins-McCartan matchup is going to be very interesting. But like I said, my prediction for this grand final, I'm tipping Geelong by 11 points, and my Norm Smith medalist is Tom Stewart. But at the minute, look at Hawkins. Oh my word. Drop mark, Hawkins goal. Dane Rampy drops the mark in the goal square, and Hawkins has kicked 3 third quarter goals, and he single-handedly got this Geelong team back into it. Look at this kick from Guthrie. Rowan. Strong mark from Gary Rowan for goal number 2. And it's a 1-point game. They have fought all the way back, this Geelong football team. But yes, my prediction is Geelong by 11 points. I do feel like Paddy Dangerfield will get that elusive grand final. Like I said, drop a comment. What do you guys think as we head into the final quarter here? And Sydney is leading by 1 single point. So AFL EVO is not agreeing at the minute. Cam Guthrie is going absolutely ballistic. Paddy Dangerfield, 23. Hawkins kicked 3 goals in that quarter. He decided to turn up to the party. Lance Franklin's got 2. Haywood's got 2. Florence got 1. Massive final quarter of the AFL Grand Final prediction coming up. Like I said, drop a comment. I'd love to know what you guys think. It is grand final day. We are excited. Last quarter underway. First goal is vital. And Tom Papley has a chance to kick it. Papley loads up. And he misses. Man, the first goal would be so vital for the Swans. But don't you worry, because their pressure does result in a goal here for the Swans, as they do get the vital first goal of this last quarter. 63 plays 55. Myers had a big second quarter, was quiet in the third, snaps towards goal. He misses. Myers misses, so it's a 6-point game. It even comes to Mitch Duncan. He loaded up. He misses to the right-hand side. But it's now a 5-point game. There is 1 goal in this game. Geelong are peppering the sticks. 17 minutes have gone. It's a 2-on-1 in the goal square. Guthrie for goal number 2. Goals. And Geelong have the lead. It's over to Sydney, and over to Sydney it is. They go inside 50. Have a look at this. How does it bounce? McCartan, the backman, gives Sydney the lead. So it's a 1-goal game at the minute. And you can see here Geelong, they need a goal. 28 minutes have gone in this game. They need one. A goal will tie the game. Now, if it is a draw, there will be overtime, and we go inside 50. And the siren. The siren sounds. Hawkins has a chance to send this game to overtime. Man, if this actually happens, this would be huge. So Hawkins, he shouldn't miss from here. 20 meters out. He can't miss. He doesn't. We're going to overtime. Tom Hawkins ties the game up after the siren. This would be absolute scenes in the grand final if this happens. So extra time. 2 5-minute halves. Let's get it on. Overtime 1. We go inside 50. And Cameron has not been sighted in the first 4 quarters. Finally gets on the board. Geelong get the first goal of overtime 1. And now they've got a bit of confidence. But here comes Sydney. They're trying to get that quick response into the back line. Papley. So Tom Papley had been pretty quiet as well. But he finally gets on the scoreboard. And he goes for the Swans. This game is just going back and forth. Have a look at Tom Papley. He absolutely loved that. 76 plays 76. Geelong, they need to move the ball. They need to move it now. Overtime 1. Look at the pressure from Sydney. And Franklin tried to get there. Sydney's pressure has gone up a notch in this overtime. Overtime of grand final. AFL Evolution is predicting. Franklin. Goals. Franklin's got 4. Lance Franklin kicks his 4th. And now it's over to Geelong. Overtime 1. Here we go. And we try to move. Geelong try and move the ball. You can see here Sydney's pressure has just been elite. But it finally results in a shot on goal. And Duncan, he ties it up. So 82 plays 82 in this overtime 1 when Jeremy Cameron has a chance. So Cameron for goal number 2 at the end of overtime 1. Jeremy Cameron loads up. It's there. Jeremy Cameron gives Geelong the lead. So 2 goals in overtime for Cameron as we head into overtime 2. So it's a 6-point lead for the Cats. Cameron's got 2. Advantage. 1 out is Hawkins. Hawkins! Over Rampy. He sent the game to OT and he gives Geelong a 2-goal lead. But don't you look away, because I tell you right now, this Sydney team has a never say die attitude. Here we go. 12-point game. All alone is Tom Hickey. Oh my goodness. How does this bounce? How does this bounce? It bounces. It trickles for a goal. It was almost touched, but it was a goal. So we're all tied again. Almost all tied. It's 84-94. Hickey to Franklin. So Lance Franklin, this would be for number 4. Loaded up. He's got it. Lance Franklin's got 4. So 94 plays 94, and check the time. There's 7 minutes gone on OT. Next score wins. Next score wins. Inside 50, and Franklin's alone. Lance Franklin and the siren. Oh my goodness, Lance Franklin to win the grand final after the siren in overtime. Does it happen? It does. Sydney win the grand final. So AFL Evolution is predicting Sydney in an overtime classic after the goal game winner from Lance Franklin to win the grand final. Oh my goodness. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. Grand final day is here. Like I said, Sydney is predicted to win the grand final in AFL EVO in an absolute classic. We've done this every single year. We'll do it again next year. We'll go to the stats. Like I said, my prediction for this grand final, Geelong 11 points, Tom Stewart. I'll go Tom Stewart for Norm Smith medal. I'll go first goal. I'm going to go first goal, Tom Papley, as we look at the AFL EVO stats. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Wow, oh wow. Callum Mills 32, Parker 29, Warner 27, Franklin 5, Hawkins 5. Cameron was very quiet in the prediction. Came alive in overtime. But man, we keep on moving. Grand final day is here. I'm excited. I'll see you guys on the other side.